When I was at the Tunnel to Towers event, the run this weekend, Terence Monahan was there. Chief Monahan was there. He stepped up in front of those 35,000 people and made sure we knew about the death of Brian Mulkeen that happened at 12:30 that morning, and always appreciate the chief. And it was tough for him to do that in front of all those people. But that's why we were there, by the way, at the Tunnel to Towers event, to support our first responders and heroes like Brian Mulkeen. Chief Terence Monahan, kind enough to join us by phone this morning. Chief, welcome back to the show. I know it's a tough time for you. Our condolences out to the family of the NYPD, sir, and thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that.
And we mourn the NYPD, the passing of Police Officer Brian Mulkeen. Can you please give us the breakdown of what exactly happened to this heroic young man?
This was a team of cops out there doing what they do every day. Borough anti-crime cops, a team that has taken over 50 guns out of the streets of the Bronx this year. They were out there working because there had been some gang violence, an incident with numerous shots fired a few days before, with information that there may be more violence coming. So they were out there doing what they do, looking for people with guns. They see an individual. Brian gets out. He chases him around a corner into an alley, tackles him down, and is in a life and death struggle with him. The individual pulling out a gun as Brian is wrestling with him. Brian was able to get his gun out, fire 5 times at the individual, at the male, and his team fired after Brian did, and tragically, Brian was struck twice and losing his life. He is a hero by all sense of that word. Brian is an absolute hero. He is the best of the best of what NYPD stands for.
Chief, I saw you up there in front of all those folks at the Tunnel to Towers, man. I tell you, I was feeling for you, too, and you were eloquent and you were full of passion, and we appreciate that because we all support the New York Police Department. It was so tough. But was Brian wearing a body camera? Do we know? Was the body camera not working at that time? Are we aware of any of this, Chief?
We have body cameras from the 5 other officers on the scene. Brian's, something happened to it. It wasn't working that day during that incident. We're not sure. We're taking a look at it. But we have body camera video. Basically tells the entire story.
Yeah. And you know what you don't understand is that when you get these bad guys, and he's in a tough area, it just puts every police officer's life at risk. And how do these bad guys, keep getting these guns? Chief, I mean, they have this, they want this gun control, they want that gun control. The bad guys keep getting guns in these tough areas.
You have individuals, a convicted felon, running on the streets with a gun. This is, I speak about this all the time. When we do catch these individuals, we need really strict prosecutions. People with illegal guns out on the streets of New York City, they need to go to jail once we catch them.
Yeah, so you think that maybe the law sometimes, and I don't want to put you in a position here, but there's not enough consequences for these bad guys, yes?
Yeah. We have the laws. New York State has the toughest gun laws. We just need to make sure each and every time we catch someone with a gun that we prosecute them to the fullest extent of that law, and maybe it'll prevent people from walking around our streets with guns.
Yeah, Chief, we'll let you go. I know it's tough for you this morning and to the whole family of the NYPD. Certainly our hearts go out to the Mulkeen family. A video recently came out taken by Brian's partner in the last hour before his death, and them singing in the patrol car to John Denver's Take Me Home Country Road. I mean, this was a very, very well-liked officer, and you could see the love right in that video, sir.
Well-liked, loved by everyone. It was a very tight team. You could see between the 3 of them in that car how well they all get along, and that's what the Bronx Borough Crime. These are great individuals, the entire team, that do so much to keep this city safe, and they work together tightly, and they do a tremendous amount of great work out there.
And as I turned to you in front of all those folks on Sunday at the Tunnel to Towers event, I said, there's the man under Commissioner O'Neill keeping this the safest big city in the United States of America. Chief Monahan, that is no small task. Is there anything we could do as New Yorkers to help the NYPD so things like this do not happen again, sir?
Listen, at the Tunnel to Towers event, it was just fantastic to see thousands upon thousands of people there supporting our families, supporting our loved ones, supporting everyone who's out there doing this job on a day-to-day basis, and that's what you need. Thank a cop for what they do. Thank them for what they do each and every day.
Yeah.
It is a tough job. It is a very tough job.
Chief, thanks so much for all that you do, sir. I tell you, appreciate all the hard work that you're doing, Chief, and always appreciate you jumping on the air with us, Chief Terence Monahan. God bless you. Godspeed, sir. Thank you so much.
Joe.
Thank you.
Care.
When I'm up there and I'm at the tunnels and towers, and we support all the first responders and the police, and then I knew what the chief was going through. The first thing we did in the morning when I got up, I was going to tweet out. I was going to say, "Hey, see you at the tunnel of the towers. Great day for a run." I was with my little Charlie, ready to go. Boom, and then another cop is killed. And to put this police officer in the position, whether it's friendly fire or not, it's such a tough area. You can't understand it. You can't understand how tough it is for these officers to go in. And I think why I appreciate it, because I've walked the streets. I've always made it a mission to help out the at-risk communities, at least try the stressed areas of the United States and throughout New Jersey. And then I see the tough areas, and I see how a police officer every single day puts his or her life on the line. And then when I saw Chief Monahan step up to the microphone, the pain in his face, and it's just tough. And with the NYPD suicide, so he's right. You want to just say thank you to a police officer if you see a cop, especially the tactical command. I mean, we had on the streets at the Tunnel to Towers event, there were 10. If I tell you 35,000 people, it was like a celebration, and the police had it all under control.